Hey everyone, it's me, Cupie83. Today I have a video for you that's a bit of some tips and tricks on how to keep your dolls clean. So one of the most frequently asked questions that I get and have gotten over the years is, you know, you buy a doll from a show, how do you clean it? How do you clean it without ruining it? That sort of thing. Because you never know if your doll has been, you know, stored in an attic in a box for however many years, or if it was in a case, if it was kept in good shape. There's always some like dirt and grime on your doll. Like if you can probably never get a pristine doll. There's always something, right? So this video is going to talk about some of the doll cleaners that we have used and some of the things we use to clean the outfits on our dolls, just to kind of freshen them up a bit. So the doll cleaner that we have used for the most, for a couple of years, we've used it the most, is Dream Clean doll cleaner. This is one that you can get on eBay. Actually, both that I'm going to talk about today are ones you can get on eBay. But Dream Clean doll cleaner is one of the ones we've used for the past few years. It's a really great doll cleaner. You can use it on pretty much any sort of body type. We've used it on bisque, we've used it on composition, on hard plastic, on vinyl. So we've used it pretty much on like the whole spectrum of doll materials. There are two kinds of Dream Clean doll cleaners out there. This one I'm going to show you is just the Dream Clean doll cleaner. There is another one called the Dream Clean Extra doll cleaner. That one has microbeads in it, so if you have a doll that's super dirty and you know you need to get into the small crevices to get that dirt out, that one's super handy because it does have those microbeads in there. This one I do prefer just because you know, it doesn't have the microbeads. I'm not the type to buy something that's super dirty. So none of my dolls have actually needed that like extra clean. So let's go ahead, I'm going to open this and show you the texture. This is waterless, so it's not water-based, because as you know, certain things like composition, you should never put water on. So this is the texture of the Dream Clean cleaner without the microbeads. So it's a cream. As you can see, it sticks to my finger. You can just rub it on them. You put some on a towel, and then you'll just gently rub it onto your doll. You can also just go like this, and we'll use her for example, and just rub it on to get all the dirt off, and then use a towel to kind of like get the excess off. What's nice about the Dream Cleaner's texture is because it isn't super watery. You can actually do this with the outfits on. So if you have a doll that, you know, she's sewn into her outfit, or you just don't feel like taking the outfit off, it's very easy just to wash like the limbs or the legs without having to like de-dress your doll. Also, this is a nice one because it also conditions your doll, which is great because you don't want the composition or the hard plastic or even the vinyl to get super dry. It also adds a nice little shine for a while, and you can always rub it off, you know, with your towel too if you don't like that. But I kind of like that it gives her kind of like a clean shine. It will eventually go away, but I like how this cleaner works on dolls. There's a little bit of a scent to it. It's not a bad scent, it's just a clean scent. Like I don't mind the scent of it, and it's not super overpowering, so I don't mind it. But the Dream Clean doll cleaner is a great cleaner for pretty much any kind of dolls. Like I said, it's nice. Like I said, you don't have to take the outfit off. You can just do the parts that you want without having to put all the work into it. It also conditions your dolls, so it is a nice one. There are also instructions on how to use this for clothing, but I can't say I've tried that, so I can't really speak to how well that works. Some of that off. So as you can see, I just grabbed a cloth and I'm just gonna rub this in a little more. Has a clean hand, and this doll was pretty minty fresh when I got her. She had lived in a box, but she had some of that like old box smell, so this kind of helped with that, and I got some of just the general dirt and dust off of her. And even living in my room, they're gonna collect dust, so it's always nice. You can actually see it did pull off some dirt from her hand there. It doesn't look like paint, so it's definitely some dirt. So yeah, that is the Dream Clean doll cleaner. The second cleaner I want to talk to you about is one that I actually bought for the purposes of this video. It's the Kathie Lee Doll Hospital cleaner. This is very liquidy, as you can tell. It's definitely water-based. You'll want to prepare your space a little more than if you're using the Dream Clean dowel cleaner, because this is kind of messy. It works just as well, it's just a different texture, and you have to prepare a little more. So definitely, you know, put a towel on the table, take all the clothing off your dowel because it will get all over it. If you're doing it around the wig area, just be very careful, because this is, like I said, very watery. It gets soapy, so there will be like soap bubbles. So it's just a little more messy than the Dream Dowel Cleaner. But the Kathie Lee Dowel Hospital Cleaner also works on all sorts of dowels, composition, bisque, vinyl. It's just a different texture pretty much. So this comes from an actual a dowel cleaner or a dowel hospital. She's been using this for years, and she started to market it on eBay. So again, you can get this on eBay. Same deal. You would just take a little bit of this, which I'll try my best to not get all over the place. So I just put a little bit on here. We'll put it on Skipper. You'll rub it on the legs, like so. You'll just rub it in. This one doesn't specifically say it conditions the dowels, so I don't know like if it is doing it and they just don't mention it, but it doesn't specifically say that it also works as a conditioner. Nor does it say you can use it on clothing like the Dream Cleaner. But as you can see, just rub it on like that, and it'll give your dowels a nice, fresh sort of look. As far as cleaning goes, like I did notice that the Kathie Lee Dowel Cleaner took some stains off of a skipper I got from Savers, so that was really nice, and I feel like you can kind of see some dirt and grime on there. It's very, very faint, but you can see some, and that was just a little bit of this on a rag going up and down her legs. So this does take stains off. If they're really, really deep stains, I can't really speak on that, because none of my dowels have like super deep stains, but it does take some dirt off. So the second thing I want to talk about here today is Oxi Clean. Now, disclaimer here, don't put your dowels in Oxi Clean. That's not what I'm going to be talking about. This is not a dowel cleaner. This is for the outfits. So this is Oxi Clean, what you would use to clean fabrics that are dirty, or just, you know, you would use it for your own clothing, right? But you can also use it for dowel clothing. So this is my tin tear girl, who I got, and she lived in a box, and she had never really been played with, but she definitely was dirty. So this top here, this blouse, was like a dirty yellow color. And I kind of thought it was just always going to be a dirty yellow color. Originally it was supposed to be like a white creamy color. So the other day, my mom was doing something with the Oxi Clean, and I was like, well, do you think the tin tear girl's outfit would survive if we put it in with the Oxi Clean? Do you think it would do anything? And she said yes. So we took it off her. We put the outfits in a sink filled with Oxi Clean. We just put the outfit in there to let it soak. We didn't wash it or, you know, like scrub at it or anything. We just let it soak in the Oxi Clean, about 1 to 2 scoops of Oxi Clean in the sink. And then like an hour later maybe, and that might be a lot, but like an hour or so later we took it out and it was this nice creamy color. So it worked wonders. And it kind of made some like bubbles, and you could tell the water was getting grimier and dirtier as time went on. So it definitely took out a lot of the stains. It also took out like some of that old box smell that the doll was kind of holding on to. So it took that out. It made her, like, the outfit smell better. It made it look 10 times better. So it was all totally worth it. But that was just 2 scoops of Oxi Clean in a sink where we just let the outfit soak. The 2 scoops rule isn't, like, it's not a rule so much. If you have a lot of outfits in there, you may want more scoops. If you're just doing 1, you may need 1 scoop. It's all kind of up to you and what you think it'll need. If 1 scoop isn't doing what you want it to do, add another. You don't have to use like this whole tin on 1 outfit or this whole container on 1 outfit. So kind of like use your best judgment when trying to measure out how much Oxi Clean you need versus how many outfits you're cleaning at the same time, how much water is in the bowl or the sink. So, and just keep an eye on the water too, because like I said, it was starting to get a little grimy. So I could have probably put this in again to see if we could get it whiter, but honestly this is 10 times better than what it was, so I was quite happy. You can use this on other fabrics. Now we haven't tried it on all fabrics, so if you want to do a test on the fabric that you were thinking of doing it on, I would highly recommend that. Same goes for the doll cleaners. Just, you know, do a little spot test on your dolls and see how it works for them, because while it's worked for all kinds of dolls for us, you never know. There are, you know, so many dolls, we have so many things, and while I do think these will work, you never know, so just do like a test. We also used the AXI Queen on this outfit. I don't know what kind of material this outfit is, but it's a much thicker material and less shiny material than what's on the Tin Terror Girl. And the outfit actually turned out really, really nice.
It was yellow.
It was super, super yellow. I don't think we have a picture of it. I'll go back to the archives and see. But it was very yellow, and it turned out to be this nice white creamy color. So that was just soaking this outfit in the Oxi Clean, like I said, not hand washing it or rubbing it or scrubbing it, just soaking it in there, making sure it's under the water, and then letting it sit and letting the Oxi Clean do its thing. So those are two examples of outfits that have been in there. Like I said, fabric-wise, it should work fine on most fabrics. If there's something super delicate, just do a test on it before soaking the entire garment. But that is pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions about either the Dream Cleaner or the Kathie Lee cleaner or using Oxi Clean, just let me know in the comment area. I'll put links to where you can find the two cleaners out there on eBay in the description area. And Oxi Clean you should be able to find in your grocery store. Maybe a little expensive, so use it sparingly. You don't need a ton. So like I said, it all depends on what you're trying to clean. But that's about it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.